The Earth Mother and I are one. She gives life to my entire body. The first law of the sacred hoop is the law of oneness. Everything is connected. So what does that mean? That means that in order to reach enlightenment, we have to understand the earth. We have to understand the oneness with our body, our vessel of spirituality, because we are a spirit inside of a body. And without the connectedness to our body, we are unable to reach the higher dimensions. I'm going to tell you a story that I've never told anyone, so it's kind of a secret. Let's just keep it between us, okay? A year ago, I was bitten by a stray cat. The cat was sick. It bit me pretty deep. And conventional medicine will tell you that if you go to a doctor, they'll give you a death threat. Say, you'll be dead in 2 weeks unless you take our patented chemical injection. I have a background in natural medicine, so I wasn't about to give my money to somebody that knew less about actual health than I did. So what I did was, first I cleaned the wound. I used alcohol and hydrogen peroxide to clean the surface. I put a salve on it that consisted of melaleuca, which is tea tree, eucalyptus, lavender, olive oil. Next, what I did was I flushed my body with as many plant medicine, minerals, and probiotics as I could. I took a clove of garlic a day, and I ate raw garlic. A little anecdote about garlic is that in colonized India, they called leprosy pill garlic disease, because you could tell who had leprosy because you'd see them in the street peeling garlic. And the reason for that is garlic is a very powerful antibiotic. Leprosy is a bacteria that deteriorates the nervous system, so you can't feel your nerve endings, you can't feel your body anymore because the bacteria has dissolved it. And so rats and other little critters come and eat your body parts, and you start to fall apart. But if you eat garlic, lo and behold, these viruses and bacteria die. So that's what I did. I ate a clove of garlic a day. I took as much turmeric as I could. I took as many antibiotics as I could. I filled myself with minerals, magnesium, calcium, boron, zinc. In addition, I took apple cider vinegar, which contains pectin, which is a fuel source for the healthy microbiomes in your gut. In addition to this, I did grounding. So I released the negative ions, the negative electricity out of my body. I jumped on a trampoline, which stimulates the lymphatic system, which is connected to your immune system. It flushes out the toxins in your body. It circulates them through the blood, which is also what vitamin B does. I took vitamin B, which helps generate new blood and releases the old blood. This is how your body circulates toxins and gets it out of your body. I got a sauna. I sauna'd every day, sweated out, killing the viruses with heat. This is what your body naturally does when you get a virus. It goes into a hypothermic state where it stimulates a fever. I actually had a fever, which tells me there's a virus in my body. I also had numbness, tingling in my hands and my feet, which tells me there's some kind of nerve-eating bacteria in my body. So naturally I began to get a little scared, and I alleviated that with grounding as well as meditation. I also put myself in the sun, which gave me a vitamin that can't be found in the plants naturally, vitamin called vitamin D, which is essential to your nervous system and your immunity. This is the main reason why we get sick in the winter, because we're not getting sun exposure. In addition to that, I also smoked tobacco, red raspberry leaf, and cannabis. Nicotine kills every virus known to man, and cannabis is the most underrated medicine, plant medicine in the world. Pfizer actually used to grow its own cannabis before it was prohibited by the profiteers of patented chemical medicine, cannabis being the #1 competitor, so it had to be outlawed. I flushed my body with as many juices as I could. I am familiar with the Gerson protocol, which the most nutritious substance on earth is milk. But if you can't get milk, you can they've actually fed carrot juice to babies as a substitute for milk, which tells us that the milk of the earth is found in these plants, these fruits and vegetables. And instead of receiving a death threat from modern allopathic medicine, which takes the Hippocratic Oath, let food be thy medicine, they are obviously hypocrites, because they sell you these interventions that have nothing to do with the earth. And by not listening to that, I am here a year later. Instead of dead 2 weeks, I am here a year later to say that the earthly mother and I are one. She gives life to my entire body.